I will become 1% better every day. What can I do today that will make me better than yesterday? Welcome to the 4th installment of the reboot process. So we went through our physical environment, cleaning it. We went through taking care of our bodies. 3rd day, we went through dealing with our mental health. Today, we're gonna deal with our emotional health. And a lot of people tend to mix up the two, but they're more rather intertwined. They both pitter patter off of each other, if that's how you describe it. I'm not gonna really do like a vlog-ish type thing today. I'm just gonna like talk, just explain like some basic things. So your emotional well-being goes hand in hand with your mental. So if you're in a good mental state of mind, then you're most likely gonna be in a good balanced emotional state of mind. And when you're emotionally healthy, that doesn't mean like you're happy all the time. It's a good balance between everything, but you know how to express the emotions and feel the emotions together. Based on how you felt yesterday and what you wrote, if you followed the prompts the correct way, you should know what is stressing you out and what you could do to better that stress. So I'd highly recommend to deal with it, especially if it's stressing you out so much to the point where you're feeling down all the time. So if you have an example of my significant other makes me feel sad all the time or something like that, I'm not good with making examples, but you know, try to express what you're feeling with them and try to talk it out. And if they're not complying with your issues, then you gotta bounce. You have to put yourself first, and you have to learn how to love yourself first before you can love other people. You have to. That's basically it. There are 5 to 6 ways you can help boost your emotional well-being. And like I said, it goes hand in hand with your mental well-being. Daily meditations and mindfulness practices. Yes, that goes hand in hand with meditation. Allows you to get in that state where if you're doing mindfulness meditation, where you're comfortable being in a thoughtless zone, where you're trying to not think too much, you let the thought come through and you just let it dissipate. If you do that daily, that will tend to not stress you out. Like I said in the other video, you don't have to meditate monk style for 10 minutes every day with your arms like this and your legs going You could just sit down in a quiet, peaceful spot for 2 minutes. You don't have to be anywhere beautiful. I could do this in my car. I could just lay back in my car for 2 minutes. You don't even have to have your eyes closed. If you want to have your eyes open, just focus on a spot that is, don't stare at it. That is your focus. And you can allow your self to blur the image, just stare at nothing, or you can close your eyes, which is easier. But yeah, just daily meditation for 2 minutes. Mindfulness should be enough for you to just calm down and get your baseline settled. Another thing is positive affirmations. You're proud of what you have done. You're proud of what you're going to do, and you will do it. That's what affirmation is. You will do something. You want to keep it as positive as possible. So this is why some people practice this in the morning. They wake up. The first thing they do is a positive affirmation. I'm glad I woke up today. Today I will do this. I will become 1% better every day. That's the rule that I live by. I will become 1% better every day. What can I do today that will make me better than yesterday? When you practice positive affirmations, more likely to motivate your own self, and you shouldn't rely on motivation in the first place, and just keep it pushing. Now the next thing is exercise. Yes, exercise is a physical thing, but it also benefits your mental health, blood flow going to the brain, and it helps you feel better too, because when you exercise, you get endorphins released and you get dopamine released, and it reduces cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone. And when you exercise for a long period of time, you start seeing changes in your body, you become happy with yourself and your self-image, which boosts self-esteem, which once again goes hand in hand with both mental and emotional well-being. So you want to make sure that you're exercising and just keeping it up. Next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you're connecting with others. Even if you're an introvert, you should try to connect with others, and maybe not often, but you want to connect with others as much as you can, especially if you're feeling down, because humans, even if you're an introvert, humans are social beings. So you want to have a connection with someone. Like I said before, you want to make sure you're putting your love for yourself first and not letting your time be overrun by other people. You want to make sure that you're doing everything you can to connect with others on a healthy level. And if you're introverted, just call one of your friends, something simple like that. This is the second most important thing. They're all important, but this is what I wanted to touch on. Make sure you express your feelings. Now, as a man, especially a black man, we tend to hide our feelings, not express them properly because, of all the negative things. So if you don't want to express your feelings with another human, I'd highly recommend, like I said in the last video, to journal, because you have to express your feelings in some sort of fashion. And it does have to be journaling. If you do something creative, that lets you express a lot of emotions, especially art, music production, even like video making right now. Like, I never thought I'd be able to make videos and enjoy it. I had a feeling that I'll end up like doing YouTube videos, but I actually enjoy making them, which is crazy to me that I'm scared to do certain things, but I'm actually enjoying making the YouTube videos. So even if it doesn't take off, I'll still have fun. It was still a great experience. But yeah, you just want to make sure that you express your feelings appropriately with the people you are talking to. And if you're not, at least write it down, or at least express it in some sort of form. I remember there was this program when I was in elementary school. I think it was called Peaceful People. Yeah, Peaceful People. They said if you were mad at someone, you want to punch them, breathe, let it go. And when you get home, if you're still mad, punch your pillow. I'd still recommend that. I bought a heavy bag last year. I think it was one of my best purchases ever. My car, my laptop, that punching bag, I feel like were some of the best purchases I ever made, because I tend to be not assertive. I take more of the peaceful approach, but when I'm mad, tremendously to hit a heavy bag. Just make sure you express your emotions in some way and don't keep it locked up, because you will explode. And I'm definitely talking about you more shy and introverted people. You will explode eventually. Find a way to express your feelings. I think one of the most important things here is balancing your work life and your personal life. I know some people who are working extremely hard. That's what we're taught. You know, we're taught to grind, we're taught to, you know, work for your money and all that, which is a great philosophy, but you want to make sure you have balance in all aspects of your life. I know one of my friends, they like to work a lot to get money, but the thing is, they are working 10-hour shifts, 6, sometimes 7 days a week, and they come home and they're miserable, especially because they hate their job. And I always feel so bad. And I'm like, why are you working so much? And she's like, I need the money. But the problem is, yes, the money is very important, but you're stressing yourself out. You're aging yourself faster. You just want to really make sure you have that balance. I saw this one YouTube video with my roommate. He's in software engineering, and he made it very clear that you had 24 hours in a day, so 8 hours should be spent on these 3 things. A third of your day should be you sleeping, a third of your day should be you working, and a third of the day should be personal. That really woke my mind off. Like, you really want to balance every aspect of your life, because you don't want to be overwhelmed from one specific thing, especially working. You shouldn't be working so much where you feel like that's your only option. You have to try to build yourself up. Yes, I just gave a lot to think about, but make sure you do all the things that I told you to do in the beginning of this process. So make sure you're exercising still, make sure you're meditating still, writing in that journal. But we've been doing a lot of self-improvement recently, and like I said, balance is important. So today, do something that you still enjoy doing. Try to make sure it's not something that does harm to your body, but just try to enjoy yourself today. And we'll be back on the grind tomorrow. So yeah, that's all I want to talk about today. Hopefully you enjoyed this style of video. I want to try so many different types of videos. I want to try vlogging, and then I want to do more talks. I'm still trying to figure things out, as well as create the content that I want to create. But yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, let's level up.